Welcome to Comic Book Creation Live number 23. I'm with Kevin Cosme. We are doing our book Albatross Junction. We're right in the middle of the first issue. We're getting pretty far with this. Gonna switch over my camera in a little bit, show you what we're working on. Kev, what are you working on? You're working on the color still?
I was working on it, but I don't know if this thing's gonna turn on. I know sometimes I don't know if you have the same issue with your iPad, but like if it's too dead, it just won't, like, you can't work off of it when it's charging.
Oh, I don't know. I never really tried to use mine when it's like totally dead. Only when the pencil's dead. I'm dead in the water when the pencil's dead.
I had my pencil in for like 2 minutes and then that's it. I'm good.
Oh, look, it says Anthony Junction.
I might get on some character designs. I don't want to deal with, like, malfunctioning iPads.
All right, cool. Or maybe you could pick it up in the middle when it's charged up a little more.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man, definitely. It's cold, man. I had to start a fire. It's freezing down here.
Oh, my fire turned off.
Freezing down. Yeah.
I hate when the fire just goes off. Yeah, I'm looking at this book, Tokyo Ghost, that we got a few years back.
That was, the artwork was pretty good.
Oh, I don't remember the story, though. That's all I really look at is the artwork. Looks like
that's the one with the woman on the cover, right? Yeah, the woman on the cover with the katana.
Yeah, I like the art in this. I like the colors.
It was dope.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like she's riding. It's almost like she's riding a Harry Potter like spirit animal, whatever they're called.
Pick up a pad.
Oh, I do remember reading this now. I just kept it aside because of the artwork.
You did read it?
Yeah. That's kind of, it's crazy. Like this piece of art right here. Can you see it? It kind of looks like that, like Albatross Junction bike picture I drew a while back.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Weirdly, right?
I don't. Is that the second issue? I thought I had the first issue of it. I might.
This is number 9.
I might have like the first one when she's crouched down. Remember when she had the katana in her hand?
No, I don't recall. I think I only bought this issue.
I might have it.
Maybe we were like sharing it the other issue, or we were gonna pass it back and forth. I only remember this issue. I remember liking like the way the artwork was. This reminds me of the way that you want to do like the pencils for this, like the pencils underneath. That's what it kind of looks like.
All right, yeah, I can see that.
And like her skirt and stuff like that. It looks like they maybe didn't ink it. I don't know. Maybe they inked some of it.
It's nice though. I like it.
It's cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I got the glove finally.
Oh, you got a fancy one.
This is fancy?
This is a makeshift piece of garbage.
I don't know that it doesn't smudge. I'll try it out.
All right. So, what was the woman's name that was Mackenzie's right hand?
That is Bernadette Hildebrand.
And she's on point.
Yeah, it's like when I was going over more of the story, I don't know if it was in the story, if it's just something in my head that it was like you know, like, or something maybe we talked about before, that maybe like Mackenzie is this good kind of man.
Mhm.
And so I would say is like, so is like Bernadette. You know who she kind of reminds me, like who I think of when I think of her is like, I never saw this show, right? But you know that Agents of Shield show?
Yeah, I never watched
I
it.
never watched it, but there's like, you remember there's like a girl in Captain America who I think is also in Agents of Shield. She's like she's also in Avengers and stuff. She's like sitting next to Samuel Jackson sometimes. She's like a white lady. She shoots people sometimes. She's got like no powers, but she's just like a CIA or whatever the hell. You know who I'm talking about? She's in a bunch of those movies just as somebody who's like, you know, next to Samuel Jackson. I forget her name.
Yeah, she was like she was there when like the whole Tesseract blew up the facility. She's like a brunette, hair was up like in the butt. Yeah. She's in that show.
No, wait. I think we're thinking of the wrong people. Are you thinking of like 1940? I'm thinking of like I'm thinking of the year 2000 and beyond. This is like a modern woman, not a Captain America. Okay, yeah.
She was on the plane down on that hover ship.
Yeah, probably. She was like, she was like captaining one of those ships at one point. So I'm kind of that's who I think of.
Okay,
that's who I think of.
What kind of gear though? She have type of crazy gear.
Type of crazy
Does
gear.
She do anything special? Any type of special gear that you think of?
Well, I think no, not that I could think of. I mean, other than all the special stuff she does right off the bat in that first scene that you see her, she's critical for that mission. She's like, you know, basically an astronaut at that point. So
does she have?
I don't know.
Does she have kill clearance?
No, like I think the only time you can kill is like how Donovan probably did it in the war is like using the shade spot. The shade spot is a device that like I think he kind of like maybe Escher helped him a bit and make it, or Escher had a part in it, you know, and then Donovan is like his secrets went into it so that it became his technology only. You know, Escher can't do it on his own, or nobody can. Only Donovan has like the key to that. So maybe he would set up like this shade spot. And like my idea the other day was that the shade spot could be like basically the one that they were carrying around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is like shown. So the one that you know, you see in the story that they're kind of or that he's bringing along to Albatross, and that in those early scenes is like maybe like one of two like shade spots that exist or whatever. But going back to Mackenzie and Bernadette Hildebrand, is that I feel like Mackenzie's old boss, who like let's say Donovan was like head to head with during this previous war, like maybe the war, like maybe we're talking like 8 years ago that started, or 6, you know, maybe it lasted a really long time. This guy who was like above Mackenzie, let's say he wasn't a good dude.
Okay.
Right. So let's just play that. Like he wasn't, you know, Donovan has like some of the reason why he's like scornful of these people at Pikeburg is because he recalls only the Pikeburg leader that he had to deal with that was like an asshole. That was the guy before, you know? So when he comes in contact with Mackenzie, we could play it that way. It's like he's still thinking along those terms.
And he has no high hopes for this guy.
Yeah. So maybe like the guy before was like
just a jerk.
Yeah, maybe he I don't know if he committed an atrocity or whatever, or he maybe would go farther than Donovan to win, and Donovan didn't like that. I don't know exactly, you know, what that deal was, but that's just part of the playing field that we're like coming into when we see Pikeburg. You know, this guy is long gone though. This like,
I'm trying to find a picture of that actress. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's kind of plain looking. You know, it's not really that worth like looking her up or whatever. But I'm just saying, I'm just describing Hildebrand. You know, like we have such a harsh description of character like Adriana Paul, that someone like Hildebrand is like a plain person compared to Adriana Paul, right?
Okay.
You know, Adriana Paul like a character. She's the one-tit wonder. She, you know, she's memorable. This other chick, and we'll show you because I was working on Adriana Paul page. I think I showed you a pic of this.
That looks real good, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like that.
Good. I wanted to work on this more.
I like this dude is he's kind of melted from the inside out, so you kind of seeing like
yeah. I was hoping like when you
I can see the colors of that.
I was totally hoping that when you color that you get that. And I was going to tell you if you didn't get it, but you got it right. You got it immediately. But yeah, I'm still not done with I'll work on this right now.
That's violent. That's terrible.
And I got like some pictures. I got pictures and heraldry.
Pictures and I got this and I got that.
You know, I got some skull references and some bone references and some spinal cord. So I want to get like this really smoky. I want to get this really like he's got bones coming, like you're gonna see like the glow of the bones. I think me and you see the same exact thing. Like the bones are like yellowy or white hot, and then you know you have like all the skin around it will be kind of really, really dark. So that'll be coming through like it's glowing, right, Kev?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's that's dope. That's dope. You know what I see too? I see kind of like remember when Dr. Manhattan before he became Dr. Manhattan? The way he kind of imploded?
I don't like I remember that scene. What do you mean exactly? Didn't he like turn to atoms or something?
Yeah, but they were like frames of his skeleton.
Oh, starting to remember.
Oh, it was sick. It was like backlit with a dark skeleton, and it just like boom, it was sick. It was sick. I kind of see a little bit of that happening. Yeah,
I mean, like I don't want to, pin it down how you should color. It's just however, but I think you get the idea of like that it's the skeleton, that it's hot or whatever. Like I guess it's starting there and it's coming through or whatever the hell. I mean, you have a little bit to play around with too, because the top panel also has like
this one is starting, right?
Start smoking and burning.
Oh yeah, he's starting to.
So I want to put somebody like in front of the door here. Like maybe there's people standing in front of the door, and then when she like kicks down the door, like you see, like maybe you'll see those people that got like
all right,
kicked aside. If I could show that, I don't know if there's enough room there.
That's sick. I just realized I didn't tell that was her foot right off the bat, but now I see it. I see it clearly. Zoom in on that. She's get the hell out that door.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this panel yet, but I think you could like if anything's like off with it, you could kind of fix it in the next stage, hopefully. Like the part of her kicking. I was trying to get this wrinkle in her pants and stuff. I'm not sure it's coming through proper. Might go over it a little more.
This is dope. And the woman behind her is just a woman on site, or is that
this is like a Carice.
All right.
This like assassin chick.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna draw Carice with like the skull on her face.
Yeah, like isn't that like battle mode? I mean, is that all the time, or I don't know. We could do it. We could do it all the time. Is it all the time?
I just you know my biggest worry is giving people too many looks, and then there's nothing to differentiate. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like, yeah, maybe in this case,
like G.I. Joe, Duke.
Yeah, like here's the problem here. Are you still speaking? Because I think you froze. Are you back?
Yeah.
The last thing I heard was Duke from G.I. Joe. What did you say?
Yeah, so I was saying how in G.I. Joe, Duke always had on the same outfit. Beachhead was Beachhead, Lady Jane was Lady Jane, Scarlet was Scarlet. They didn't change that much.
My only problem here, tell me if you think it's an issue. Yeah, like I'd be happy to draw like a skull on her face and stuff like that. But do you think it would kind of mess with just this guy burning up because like he's turning into a skull. Like I don't want people to be confused. Like, oh wait, she's got a skull face too, though. Is he really burning up? You know, I don't know. Like, so many skulls. You know, there'd be like on this page.
I mean, yeah, but,
I don't know.
It's the look of the world. That's how we do the world. You know what I mean? It's our world. Oh man.
Yeah, maybe it should be there.
There you go. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna draw Hildebrand, man.
Oh, nice.
Try to. I'm just closing out some stuff. Like I had to send all this paperwork for like just taxes and stuff. So I'm emailing last minute paperwork, man. It's the worst. It's the worst. You got new music? You got new? That's new?
Yeah. Well, I think we played it when I was on your channel the last time, but we were talking over it.
All right. So, Bernadette, we saying like mid-30s. She's not like older than she's like mid-30s. You see her as athletic, or you see her as just like.
I would actually say like let's like young her up as much as possible, because here's the thing, like what happened in Lord of the Rings when all the male fighters, when everything was finished. Do you remember what was it?
Lord of the Rings.
Helm's Deep.
Like epilogue, whatever the hell it's called, when they were all old and all that.
No, I'm talking about like right in the middle, like second movie, Lord of the Rings. The two towers are in like Helm's Deep or whatever that is. And you remember they're like giving swords to like every old fucker and every young kid, and even that chick wants to fight. So it's kind of like that. So Pikeburg is fucked up. It's decimated. There's nothing left. There's just like Mackenzie and fucking like 30 other people. There's like, a couple thousand people. But they're all like, these aren't soldiers anymore. The last of the soldiers died like on all those. See, like a soldier in our world has to do like so many duties, right? It's like lorry. It's like being a lorry. Like you have to do 4 or 6 jobs. So like that's why like when they needed something done, like they send in like the Navy SEALs. The soldiers are like the Navy SEAls. When they need to go up to the astronaut, to the fucking satellite, they got to send the soldiers. They got to do that too. So my idea is like Pikeburg is fucked up, and this chick is rising. She's a rising like star basically, but she's young because the war killed everybody already. So maybe she's like 20. Maybe she's 20, and like everyone's surprised her. Maybe she's 18 or maybe she's 19. I don't know. But
I see. She's a mockingbird.
And she's gonna like grow with this place.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna get my camera on. I haven't drawn on paper in like the last 2 or 3 episodes, right?
I don't know how long you were working with the iPad for.
All right. Try to get it. Woo! Y'all haven't been outside all day, man. I don't know what if I just know it's freezing in here.
I just came back from running.
Oh, you're bugging. You are bugging. You bugging.
I cannot believe you in that email.
Yo, that was hilarious. I missed it all.
You're like, I must have known, like I should have known like a week ago when you were like, oh, yeah, really, really nice email. And I'm like, wait, what? Like,
No,
why is he laughing about this?
Yeah,
and then I came across the email again. I'm like, did you really read this email? And you're
No.
like, yeah, it was a good email. And I'm like, no, it was not a good email, bro.
I thought you were talking. I thought you were trying to talk like, you know, like a thespian. You know what I'm saying? That's what I read it as. Like, this dude is trying to sound like a poet, trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I was like, oh, that was so sublime.
Yeah. When you said that, I thought you meant it was like, oh, that's a nice email. I'm like, it's not really that nice of an email. Did you really look at it?
No. When you said Snacko, I was like, oh, okay. This dude he got like an encryption in here. I'm like, now we're talking. Hold on, let me try to get this whole frame in here. There we go. All right. Funny as hell, man.
This is the best looking but most like abysmal iPad case you've ever heard of.
The one you got?
It's like a nice leather case, but it's just it falls over itself. It doesn't do anything.
I don't think nothing is really good these days, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like there's like nothing to desire out there. Like the only things that are desirable are bespoke items. Like this comic book.
Now you were killing me with my book today. You charged me up. I was like, yo, I gotta get back on this book.
I mean, I was thinking that kid's book that you're doing is a success. Like if anyone knew about it, it would be a success. Just like it's just sitting in your room or something. I'm like, get that fucking book out.
There's a lot. There's just too much that just happened at once, man. You know, and it's I don't know. It's always the case. It's always the case.
I think that book, like from the last I looked at it, it looked like it was close. Like, that book looks close.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't recognize this song. The song is hot.
It's called Dream of a Day, as we talk about the dreams of Kevin Cosme.
Hey. I like it. I like it.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yo, the week was brutal, man. The week was brutal.
Just started.
Terrors. Not for me, bro.
Last week was brutal?
Just the last 7 days. The last, like, my last week. This house has been serious.
So you don't sound ill. I thought you got ill too.
No, I did.
Oh. You got better.
Yeah, no, I got better. I'm just, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. The kids, man, like Leah was bad. Like she was spiking 105. That was crazy. But you know, wifey took care of it all pretty quick.
Was she was there to like? Did she take her to the emergency room or something like that? Because that's what I want.
She wasn't emergency. She was in emergency room mode. You know what I mean? Like she was just like doing it. I mean, she know what the hell she's doing. I
thought you were probably like alone battling this thing because I thought maybe she was working a shift or something.
When she was at work, yeah, I would just text her like, yo, this is happening. What should I do?
Oh.
And she would have to get in nurse mode and be like, yo, do this, do that, give him this, give him 10 cc's of that, 5 cc's of this.
What does that mean? Like you got to give an injection?
No, just like 5 cc's. Like 5 cc's is like a teaspoon.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So like now they're at the age where their weight, they take 7.5 cc's of certain meds. It's real.
But your boy, he got sick too, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same type of sick.
The the whole thing that happened was Leah got the flu, right? Flu B, and that's what they tell you, like, you know, kids are dying from. You know what I mean? Like they put the fear of God in you. So Maritza heard that, and she got the I forgot what's the medicine called? The pedia flu.
Oh.
So she got that for Leah and Gavin, even though Gavin didn't have any signs, she was pumping him up with that, right? So like 3 days later, he started showing signs like of a fever and a cold and all that other stuff. But he already had like 2 or 3 days of the meds, so it kind of like
it didn't turn him and it didn't.
Yeah, because he's scary. Because once he gets sick, he gets asthma attacks and he just goes and then we're in the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
It was crazy. It's crazy, yeah.
That's wild, dude. Like so scary. Good thing you're able to, you know, stay with them.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing.
I don't know how it happens otherwise, you know. What does a kid do? Just like lie there? Like, I'm an adult and I just lie there and moan, you know. But I'm an adult. Like, I can help myself. These kids can't help themselves.
Man. Like, Leah's dramatic, bro. Like when she's not sick, she'll tell you, like, no, because I'm sick. Like she's that person. Like my little man doesn't. Like,
he doesn't
care. Like he doesn't care. He's like, yo, let's play Nintendo. I'm like, yo, you should take a nap. He's like, no, let's play some Mario Brothers. I'm like, all right, man. He's like, yo, are we going anywhere? I'm like, no, what are you talking about going anywhere? You're bugging out. Get out of here.
So how do you know when they're like ready to go back to school?
Well, I mean, you can tell once they start annoying you. Like first of all, to go to school, they have to have, you know, have to be fever free for 24 hours.
Oh. So
that's why I couldn't send him today because he had a little fever last night, but he didn't have any real fever today. So tomorrow he's probably going back to school. But he's fine. Like he seems fine. He just coughs here and there, and he'll run like a 100-degree fever. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy.
I think he needs another day at home with a nice Popeyes fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you always talk about fried chicken sandwiches with Jordan. What's happening? I gotta show up to your place with just nothing but fried chicken sandwiches.
I ate 2 of them today. They weren't even good ones. I got them at Walmart. Like, I bought 2 of them. I bought alfalfa sprouts. Have you ever heard of anyone buying Walmart sandwiches and adding alfalfa sprouts, something healthy? I added the alfalfa sprouts. I ate it. You know, I spit out some of the rubbery bits.
Yeah.
And I put the other one in the fridge. I was like, oh, I don't really even want it, but I'll eat it later. So then I come home from work and I eat the second one, and it was even worse than the first one because it was rubbery. And I heated it up, but it didn't really help that much.
Yeah.
And I made fries with the second one.
Yeah, you get the award for doing that, man. Like, I'm convinced no one's ever gonna be as dramatic as you are, because you had that big ass salad that day, and you were like,
chocolate chips in it.
I put chocolate chips in it. Yo, big ass salad with chocolate chips. I was like, what's going on, man? Who does that? Who does that?
I told you I used to ask like the lunch ladies for the veggie burger, and they'd be like, "All right," and they start like getting it ready, and I'm like, "No, wait, I want bacon on it." Like bacon. I was like, "I want bacon and cheese, and cheese," and they're like, "What?"
But cut the bread. I don't want carbs.
I'm like, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I see the bacon. You got the bacon right there." And then they would see me coming, so she would see me coming the next day. She's like, "You're the one that wants the bacon?" Like, yeah, that's me.
That's me. Get it right. Get it
You're
right.
gonna get meat on there. You want the best meat. You want the best possible meat.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think. I know you can't really see what I'm doing here, but I think for me just scribbling. I don't know if it's this woman, but this woman's gonna look cool as hell. Whoever I'm drawing right here.
Cool.
She's She's gonna look crazy. I think you're gonna dig her because it just hit me what she's gonna look like right now.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, pretty important, like that people have these like distinctive faces. Because as you can see, it's like Bernadette, like at one point she's like talking to Mackenzie, and then the next point she's in like an astronaut suit, astronaut helmet. So like it'd be nice to be able to see that, like, oh, that's the young girl. Oh, okay, that's Bernadette because that's the young girl. Then when we see like Adriana Paul, we're like, oh, that's the ugly chick.
Yeah. So like Adriana Paul got a distinctive look. Donovan got a real distinctive look. I think Dobbs has a distinctive outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I color him up.
Yeah.
He has like he got a pretty distinctive like facial expression that's just gonna be his face. No God did. No God is unmistakable.
Yeah, I think so is Escher.
Escher's unmistakable.
But they go through some changes too, because like we come in and we see them and they're a certain way, and then like I think like the diamond comes in and just like ravages people, and they're like just a couple people left, and they have like half of other body parts.
Yes, it's just I think it's still like, you know, there's no mistaking them though. None.
Yeah, I kind of think like the next. So you're working on the page where. I think it's page. Oh yeah, this is the ones I kind of want to see. I want to see the double page spread, the page that you're working on right now, not right at this moment, but the page that's in your iPad, and this page that I'm working on right here. These are like the samples that I think we should see colored first.
Okay, that'll work.
But yeah, we're gonna need to develop like some full samples here, because I want to start posting some of this stuff as like a full color. And like when the campaign launches, there's gonna have to be some full color artwork. Like even if this is like kind of for my own amusement, I want to see this one done. I don't want to post this one on like Indiegogo or whatever because it's kind of gruesome. Yeah, I don't want to post like super gruesome ones because I don't want to like get booted off of there or whatever.
You think people would be that like silly?
Well, it's happened a lot like on Kickstarter.
So yeah, we don't need no issues then.
Yeah, like it hasn't happened on Indiegogo that I've heard of, but like people have tried to make stuff happen on Indiegogo to other people. So like the best thing would be is like our sample pages will be like benign, and then when you get the book, you'll see the violence and stuff.
That gets kind of crazy. Yo, where's my where is my
You just spilled ink all over page 30.
Oh no. Those pages are tucked away, bro. Oh, I just got a brand new plastic eraser. Hold on, let me a sec. Give me a sec.
I'm just trying to add in the most detail possible because I want Kevin to have like as hard a time as possible inking this. This is a character called Kincaid that Kevin drew on a previous Comic Book Creation Live character design. If it's on Kevin's channel, it would be an even number. It could have been number 18. It could have been number 16. If it's on my channel, it's an odd number.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You talking about odds and evens? Let's shoot.
Yeah, I was talking about Kincaid and how you did character.
I heard you say Kincaid. Yeah, I was in the room. I was just on the opposite end. On the opposite end.
Oh yeah, I do think that looks better with her skull deal. I don't think it'll get.
Yeah, because in the orange book, she looked cool as hell.
Yeah, like, I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is her. This is like a party, but I guess these people can like walk around in their garb.
I think their look is their look. You know what I mean? Because I find it real hard to follow people in comics that I'm not familiar with. When they switch up anything, it could be they could switch up the hair, and I'm like, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like perfect example. I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. That's like an anime series, and there's this crazy psycho killer dude. He's real interesting, whatever. They had one scene in season 3 where he like comes out the shower and his hair is slicked back instead of like in his regular crazy look.
And you were like, "Who's that?"
I'm like, "Who the hell is this?" I'm like, "Who's this new guy? Like, why is he talking like this?" And then he got dressed, and I'm like, it was longer. But even still, I was like, "Who is this?" Funny as hell. Yeah, I'm always beat before we start drawing. Then I like once I get into it, I'm like, yeah, this is what it's about.
It's usually when we're done, I want to do it again the next day.
Yeah, it amps me up. Amps me up. I'm giving this girl a Cobra Commander vibe.
Cool. Like, I have this idea of how people in Quantum Heights, like their armor and stuff might look. We've talked about it before that, like, the different areas can kind of have their own sort of look. I have this idea for like Quantum Heights guards' helmets that I think it's in the orange book somewhere, but it kind of has these like four like points to it.
4 points?
Yeah, almost like an ancient piece of paper.
You said 4 points, and now I'm just thinking of Lord of the Rings because you said Lord of the Rings earlier. So I'm thinking of what was the big black costume guy's name? He's had the big like mace that he was swinging around.
Was it like the Ring Wraith?
One of them guys. Remember, he came off like the pterodactyl. And he was swinging the big mace, and people were dying. Like the whole army was being flung back.
Oh, is that Sauron himself?
Was it in the beginning?
Sounds like Sauron. I don't remember him flying on anything. If he was flying on something, it would have been the Ring Wraith.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to rewatch the movies, man. Those movies are so unclear in my mind right now, which is kind of good because I can rewatch it and it'll feel kind of new to me again after like 10 years of not seeing it.
Oh yeah, if it's been that long, I think you'd really love it.
I mean, it's been known, but I've never like sat down with it for a while. That looks great. That looks like Faust. I bring Faust up a lot, but it looks like him.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a Galactus idea, or like you've seen other Marvel characters like have like a helmet like that, but something like that maybe. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, it could work.
This is like just a guard, you know, and they could have varying looks. And remember how we said Dobbs' son was gonna like swipe one of the suits?
No, we were actually talking about
this guy had the suits, right? Or had a suit of his own.
What's the name you said?
Droven.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the suit that this is the helmet that I see, like maybe it's like an advanced version.
Okay.
I think we've drawn this before, like something that looks like this.
That looks wild.
So that's like maybe it's just like this one point goes back. I don't know.
Oh,
it's got all like, you know, it's like stealth and everything else. And maybe it's got like bionic type of stuff in there. It's just like an advancement of the armor. Like there's different like levels of the armor for the Guardians of Quantum Heights.
The Guardians of Galhu. Actually saw that movie. I think within the last like 3 days I watched that movie.
Oh, I'm not even aware of that movie.
Well, it was good. You know the animation with the owls.
Oh, okay.
The Guardians of Galhu, whatever it's called. The Legend of the Guardians, something like that.
Yeah, I remember when that trailer came out. That looked amazing. And then you had said it was crazy.
It was nuts. It was nuts. They showed it the other day. I was like, oh, all right.
That's the one thing I miss about TV. I'm not getting that feed.
Yeah.
And I was like in HBO a week or whatever ago, and I thought that there was a selection on HBO that said like view on TV or something like they will show you what they're showing like on HBO 1, HBO 2. I couldn't find that button now, and I was like, oh, it's kind of over for me as far as, you know, just catching stuff on TV. That was cool. I thought that was good.
Yeah, but you know, it's really not that much, to be honest. It's hardly ever a time when I catch them on TV and I'm like, oh, I was dying to see this.
But it's also a case of, you know, you put the like Netflix on.
Yep.
And I'm like gonna have company over or something. You know, I just want the TV on in the background. And then the next thing you know, like your company's come over, you're talking to them, you're in the other room, and you realize that the TV's off. Well, why? And you go back in the room, and it's like, are you still watching?
That's the worst.
It's like, come on, dude. Like, I can't even have the fucking TV on. Like, they're watching out for what? Are they trying to save power? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah,
I think someone told me, oh, they're trying to save bandwidth. It's like, okay, but this is just. It's like sometimes you're across the room and it says, "Are you still watching?" It's like, come on, dude.
I think that's a hoax. They just want to I don't know. They just want to keep it playing for as long as they can. I don't know. I think that's gonna be some like type of rating hack that they got going on.
Wouldn't they want it on if that was the case? You know, like just let people be with their TV on. Like, I want the TV on. You know about it. Like, yeah. You know, imagine you have to have the TV on to go to sleep, and then it's like you go to sleep at 12:30, and then at 2:15 it says, "Are you still watching?" And it's like frozen, and you wake up. You're like, "Come on over here."
Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Save bandwidth on your own time.
Not with my subscription.
A subscription that I'm not even paying for. Because everyone just has like somebody else's like name.
Oh man.
I'm complaining about something and I'm not even a service member.
It's like, bro, who's Andrew? What's your name was Andrew?
There are so many like fake emails around and stuff. They're always sending me emails like, oh, like just today it says you got to change your password on Netflix. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't have a Netflix account. Or you'll get an email that says, you know, your PayPal something is wrong with your pay. It's like, and then you look at the email address and it's all.
So yeah, it's all fugazi. That's the worst, man. That's the worst. I hate the obvious like shams. And then like, oh, your bank account is, you know, is at risk and do this and click here and this. It's like, come on, man. I want to like click here just to curse. You can't even. You just gotta ignore it.
I like what my phone's doing now, which is like it's sensing. Like they sent a text a couple months ago, and they said, "Oh, we're going to keep a closer eye on all these like hacked calls or whatever they are, like bot type calls." And so now sometimes a call comes in, and maybe there are actually less calls because honestly, I'm sitting there at work and I feel like there is like less calls coming to the phone maybe. And once in a while, it'll say like a call comes in, and it actually says like, "Listen, possible scammer." That's how it comes in. So that's pretty interesting.
That's
that,
crazy.
like, you know, if it doesn't really know, it kind of says, "Oh, this is possibly a scam."
Like, bro, look out for this one. Like, hey. Don't answer. You might not want to answer this one.
Crazy. There was a news story today. I don't know if it was, I was going through emails. I don't know if it was from today or an older email. But it's almost like a road rage incident. I don't even know which state this was, but it's like somebody knocked on the door. It's like these teenagers playing the knocking on the door prank.
Mm-hmm.
And old man inside, or I don't know how. No, it wasn't even old. I think he was like 40, 42. He's like, I think if I'm not mistaken, he somehow chases them down and hit, like they run away and get into their car. And there's like a bunch of teenagers in the car. There's like a bunch. There's like an 18-year-old. There's a 16-year-old. There's a 13-year-old. There's a 14-year-old. There's like 6 of them in the car. He chases them down. So this is a crazy story. Chases them down somehow, rams them in the back of the car, and their car crashes. And like 3 or 4 of those teenagers died.
Jesus.
So down in the comments, because of course I go down to the comments of like, what are people saying about this crazy story? And somebody says, this person's name in the comments was Mike Hunt, by the way. So it was a good comment. That was a good comment by Mike Hunt. And the comment said, you know, of course people were saying, you know, there's people saying this is outrageous and XYZ, everything you'd expect. Like, this is a crazy, you know, this is like half a road rage incident. Like, what do people think? And what is this guy doing? These are teenagers. This is just someone ringing the bell. So then you get down to Mike Hunt's comment, and it's the best comment. It says, somebody ringing my doorbell and leaving before I could answer the door is the best possible outcome in that situation.
Oh, yeah, serious.
So what is this person thinking? That he wants this visitor, or he wants to get this teenager back in such a way?
Was this happening to him every day? All day?
You know, some people in the comments were saying, oh, you know, you don't know what it's like sometimes in the middle of the night, you know, when you might be threatened by somebody and then someone's at the door and, you know, you could overreact, or someone's threatened. Like, I mean,
that's a little bit much though, man. That's come on.
To chase them.
So I mean, he's arrested. He got arrested.
I don't know if I finished the story. I don't know if I finished the reading of it, But once I got to the part where, you know, I found out people died, it was like a road rage thing. It sounded so crazy. I just scrolled down to, you know, I'm like, oh, there's 2,700 comments. Let me just read the first 5 of them. You know,
That's crazy, man.
It just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Like some people in the comments were like, yeah, this is like the kind of world we live in. You got to tell your teenagers like this isn't the time for jokes. You never know who you're joking with. You never know whose door you're knocking on and in what state they're in inside. What a sad time that like you can't even put like a bag of poop on a neighbor's porch anymore.
No, hell no. No one's joking around. No more community, man. No one gives you a benefit of the doubt anymore either.
That's true. Like
it's like you're just wrong. You're supposed to get filled with bullets no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, like could you imagine like in that scenario if like someone else was mistaken? Like let's say the teenagers come up, they come to the door, the psychopath is inside ready to kill. Those teenagers leave and escape, and then just happens to walk by 2 teenagers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, like a Trayvon Martin type of thing. You know, it's like you got like a teenager walking in, or even worse. I don't even know. You know, like just a crazy person. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess nuts. It all sucks, man. It all sucks.
Oh yeah, now I do remember the end of the story. They said, they got the guy, and they said that they're considering charging him in such a way because it's multiple murders.
Yeah,
that he could get like there's not going to be a bail because he could get like the death penalty from this. Could you imagine like this rageful act?
Yeah,
you got to come home and nothing's ever going to be the same. Like you killed teenagers. Like what?
Yeah, you own a couple of families.
Yeah,
destroyed now.
For what reason? Like,
what just happened? Florida or something?
It must have been. If I had to guess, it was Florida. Florida is the savage land.
Florida, man.
Florida is savage. It is beautiful though there. I just came back from there, but just like all these news stories just come out from there. You know, like people walking into Walmart down there. And
Florida man. Florida man's the craziest guy in America, man.
What's that?
Florida man.
What's that? What's Florida man?
That's how every crazy news story starts.
Oh, I know.
Like Florida man decapitates, ex-wife's new husband or something.
What's going on, Mundo? Mundo's in the chat.
Mundo, what up, bro?
Oh, he said it was him. It was him. He did it. He got rageful.
It's not even funny.
He got rageful.
He had enough.
Remember that old Dave Chappelle skit? It's like, who's playing on my phone?
Yeah, I don't like nobody playing on my phone.
It's like this guy took it, like he took it to just a level that's just unbelievable. I've seen some of these like Looney Tunes people on the road. You know, sometimes I drive around thinking like there is no one crazier than me. You know, there's who's
there's a lot more.
There's a lot though. It's like you don't kid yourself. There are some crazy.
Yeah.
There's some crazy mother effers. Like I seen a dude in like a red truck. I'm driving along thinking I'm the baddest guy around. And then there's a dude in a red truck looked like he was ready to stop and kill me just for whatever small action.
Yeah. People ain't playing, man. There's a lot of people that just aren't playing games.
It's like you never know what day you're getting them at when you're on the road.
It's crazy, man. Crazy world.
Okay, maybe this glove thing is working because I think my page is
no, there's no smudge at all. Yeah, I was just looking. You know what it is? I keep looking up at your drawing and I'm like, it just looks clean.
Okay, good.
It looks sharp.
For the first time in 23 episodes, my drawing is not smudged up.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks real clean. Looks real clean. All morals went out the door in respect.
Well, it's also like today, like people just think they like automatically deserve respect, you know? Like, I deserve respect. It's like, do you? I don't know, you know? Everyone automatically does? I don't know. I thought people had to like get respect. That's how it used to be. You had to like try to get it. It like took your whole life to get some. Now they're like, no, I automatically should get it.
Yeah, man. Yo, so real quick, going back to Hildebrandt. When I was asking you the questions about, I like the idea of not knowing.
Not knowing what? Not knowing what?
So I'm not knowing much about her. Kind of made me like her a little bit. So I kind of want to draw that way. Like I have no idea what's going on with her. So I have her matched up. Like, can
oh yeah, this kind of looks like her.
But she has like a Cobra Commander type mask. You know what I'm saying?
It looks a little like Burkita.
Like silver. Like who?
Burkita. One of the drawings you did of Burkita with her whip.
You think so? I mean,
okay. Like that, right? The outfit, I mean.
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you seeing like a drop off in like your iPad's runtime since it's a couple years old, or not really?
No, I gotta like the only hiccup this thing gives me is what I'm talking about right now. Like when it's down to like 5% or something like that, and I have it on the charger. Once I start using it, it drops down to 1% and wants to turn off.
Oh, I see.
Like it has to be at 50% or better to run these apps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was trying to do an airdrop, like one of these drawings or something. I was trying to, like, I took a photo and I had the iPad, and then I wanted to do an airdrop to my computer. Oh no, I was making a video. I was making a video yesterday, like just editing a video, and I had all this like footage all over the place, and like my computer's a couple years old, you know. And I was trying to do an airdrop from just a picture, like a picture that's like 7 megabytes, that's like 5 megabytes. And Kev, like, of course, it's giving me trouble, right? I was like, why? And I was in a rush. I was trying to just get this done. I was like, what's going on here? I'm just trying to get a picture to the computer. What, another issue? And the computer was running so slow. I had Illustrator open. I was trying to make a document. I was trying to make like a slide screen. And then I was trying to make something in Photoshop. I had Photoshop open. I had iMovie open. I had internet browsers. I had all these windows open. And I can't get this picture that's like 5 megabytes. I'm thinking, what's going on here? I'm in a rush. I want to get this video done. I'm trying to drop something into this video. Everything's slowing down. Come to realize, Kev, I didn't even have the 5 megabytes.
Oh, no.
That's what happened. I didn't even have 5 megabytes free. It goes, your disk is full. I was like, holy shit. I had to stop everything. I just deleted like 100 gigabytes worth of stuff.
That's the worst, man.
Like I got all this stuff backed up, and it's like, you want to keep it on your computer. And it's like, you can't. I had nothing, not even enough to get a single photo from the phone to the computer. Unbelievable.
Yo, Mundo says she looks like Snake Eyes woman. Kind of. I can kind of see that.
That's cool, though.
That's really cool. That just made me happy as hell. Snake Eyes girl? Woo! I'll take that. I will take that, sir.
You know, Snake Eyes was such a favorite of mine when I was growing up. Holy. I can't even tell you how, like, the great lengths that Dominic was my best friend, lived next door to me. We'd go to the Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I would put all. See, we thought. I think I told you this story before. We thought nobody liked Barbies because we didn't like Barbies.
Yeah.
So we're like, who the fuck likes Barbies and all this girl? The whole girl aisle to us was like, no one goes down that aisle.
Yeah.
But it's only because we didn't go down that aisle. We were two little boys. We're like, no one goes down the girl aisle. It was all pink boxes and Barbies and everything else. No one goes down that aisle. No one. So we took like the Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes Troopers, little G.I. Joes, and we bought like one each. That's what we could buy. But we didn't want anyone else to have them. We didn't want them to be out there. We wanted to buy them all. Because, you know, sometimes we take them apart. We want the legs off Storm Shadow and put them on somebody else. So we wanted all the Snake Eyes we could get. So we hid them behind the Barbies, like deep behind the Barbies. You did the same thing, right? I think we talked about that before. And
my spot was
nobody went there.
Mattresses. I used to go under the baby mattresses.
But were they there when you went back with your money?
Never.
Yeah, they weren't there for us either.
Never there.
They must have been like watching us, and then
it was just somebody's job. Yeah, man, and they had cameras. If somebody looking at you the whole time eating a sandwich, like, look at this guy, look at this kid. Like, look at this kid.
I was hiding them. I thought I was tricking everybody. Nobody bought Barbies. I thought nobody wanted those Hug-a-Bunch.
Hug-a-Bunch? What's that?
Some other dolls.
Hug-a-Bunch.
Those ones my sisters love like the most.
That's funny. That's funny as hell. This page is looking good, man.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the one that come before it. I smudged this one up.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I mean, but it's all. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the world.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Music sounds wild.
You can hear it. It sounds all right.
It sounds good.
Because sometimes I'm kind of thinking that I should maybe try it one episode where I just use the mic off the Mac. That could be better. Like, that could be better. I don't know. Like, I don't know that this other mic is, like, helping.
The mic off the Mac. Oh man, I'm trying to come up with a face. I'm just gonna freestyle a face.
Yeah, like I want you to do like your youngest female. Well, not your youngest, because that would be a toddler, but like a very young female face.
Yo, speaking of toddlers, did you see Gentleman yet?
What's that? A movie?
Oh, best movie ever made, man.
What? It's called Gentleman?
Yeah, Guy Ritchie.
Oh no. Is it like straight to Netflix or one
A
of those?
lot, yo. No, it's in the theaters.
Oh, okay, no. I've heard of it now that you said.
Hilarious, man. Oh man, I was crying when I was crying in the theater. It was hilarious.
Wait, you went to the theater?
It was real good, man.
The sick kids. At the
Yeah,
theater.
Saturday night
Saturday night
when the kids were like getting semi good. We had grandma came and wanted to watch them for a little bit. We ran. We were like ran and sort of flick. It was the best. I wonder if the movie was really trash, but we were just so happy to be out the house that it was just amazing. No, the movie was good, man. The movie was good. This Guy Ritchie, man, he killed it.
That was like us with the Hobbit movie.
Oh yeah.
Like if you just get so blasted on an edible, the movie will be unforgettable.
I was like, bro, the mountains are fighting, bro. I gotta go outside.
Like 10 years later, we'll still talk about it.
Stay home and sat still till 11 p.m. I don't even think I ate. I just sat there like, what did I just watch? That was crazy. Good day though. Definitely a memorable day.
Yeah, definitely. Most aren't. Most are not.
Most days,
right? Have you cataloged like all your days? Only the sweet ones like stand out. Like when you're in Jamaica, you remember those ones.
You know what it is like? Again, man.
I don't remember 2 Thursdays ago.
Yo, Mondo's saying the mic went low. Whose mic? My mic or Ant's mic? Maybe my mic because I did move the camera kind of far.
Oh, you sound all right to me.
I do,
but I'm kind of moving around. I don't know if I'm getting.
No, you sound pretty loud. Yeah, you might need to make a mixtape.
What do you mean?
Because all these songs that come up is like, I wanna
like
confess them all the time. You know what I'm saying?
There was one of these songs where I actually listened to it, like when we weren't on the air one day. I forget which one it was. But yeah, I literally just got them so that we'd have something so that it wasn't silent when we weren't saying anything. But they're not bad. They're not bad.
No, they're good, man. I like it. I like them. I like more than half of them.
Oh, that's good. Well, I still have more to like sift through, and I always plan on like sifting through them. I have the window open on my computer, and then a lot of time goes by before I actually like get new ones. It's like we're always like starving for some new ones.
I'm good with them on repeat.
You're easy.
Yeah. I'm easy.
Okay, this panel's coming out better than I thought. Okay.
Nice, man. It's nice. It's real nice.
Thanks. I just hope like with these type of sketch, like right here, I hope that you can make sense of like these these lines are just.
It'll work. I'm not worried about it, man.
like I see what I'm trying to do, but it's like someone else see it.
Yeah, but I mean, if we decide to stick to digital, it's just that's just a matter of another layer. You know what I'm saying?
If we decide to stick to digital, stick to digital. What does that mean?
It's not like I'm gonna color this and I'm gonna show it to you. And be like, nah, bro, like that's the wrong color. Then I gotta redo the whole damn thing.
No, you're not gonna redo anything.
That's what I mean.
Because like I saw the way you're doing the other page, and you were inking over it. You were just inking it on the iPad. So if I decide to change like the mode of the way we do it, and I decide to ink it, it's still gonna flow with what you did already because you're inking it. You know what I mean? Like you were inking it and coloring at the same time. Whether or not we ink it here and go, but the more I thought about it over the past week, the more I was thinking. The more I was leaning toward, like, I still want to see those more of what you're doing, but I'm leaning toward that way,
Yeah.
I think that works. Like we could both be.
I was just talking to Mundo real quick. He's asking about the music.
I don't think I heard what you were saying because you blanked out. You said Mundo and then.
Oh, this is all royalty free. He's asking about the music.
Oh yeah, see, like this is like YouTube has a site that allows you to monetize your videos and also utilize these songs that like YouTube has selected and paid for. So that's where these songs came from.
Yeah, I couldn't leave Mundo hanging, man.
Yeah, it's almost like when I first saw the list, I was like, oh god, like are these gonna be bad? And then they had a longer list than I thought, and a lot of them were fine. They're all like fine. I was like, oh, okay. There's a couple of them that I just didn't select because it's just like maybe it's like a kids type of theme, or some of them I did select that it's just like a joke for Kevin. Like there's one that's like a Harry Potter one that's like just a joke for Kevin, but
yeah.
I would say like probably 55 or 60% of my interaction with Kevin is I'm joking, or maybe more, right? If I'm like, hey Kev, isn't like 80% chance like a not important thing's gonna be said?
Yeah, for the most part, we don't take things too serious, pretty much ever.
Video note: I want this guy's face right here that got punched. That's like lying there dead. Like, he's got to have the blood splatter on his face. Like his nose exploded. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude is an enhanced human being who just punched him in the face.
Yeah. I'm with that. I want most of these pages to look disgusting in some way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like almost rarely are there like clean people. There's not really. Like that's why the outside I think is a really nice contrast because like the whole albatross like landscape is just like a white icy landscape. So there's a lot of color and distress and like sepia and blood and just this disgusting stuff like when you see like where the humans are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually one of the things I was thinking about today, like stuff that's left behind on Albatross. Like I was thinking, this is weird. Like saying it is going to be weird, but thinking about it was not weird because like I'm in my own head and I'm thinking about these characters that we made, and thinking about it wasn't weird to me, but I knew that saying it would be weird. Oh, and I was thinking about the Dybbuk's shit, and I was thinking. It's feces, like is it hot like the aliens' blood, like in Aliens, the blood is like acid and it drips down this shit all the way through. Like
there could be room for a serious joke there, like where he's like melting layers of ice with his dung, you know what I'm saying? And people are like, what is this? And then come to find out it's just his turd.
Maybe, yeah. Like I was thinking along those lines for a while, and then I was thinking about his poop for like a while, and then I was thinking, maybe it doesn't. Like maybe because these motherfuckers like survive in this cold, they don't give a shit. I don't think their insides are hot. Like maybe their inside, like I know his like saliva is all acidy, right? But like maybe his like shit is just like normal shit, and maybe that's how like Nika like tracks him later on in the story. Like he just kind of comes upon it like this is the Diebug's been here. You know, nothing shits like this. Like nothing shits like this. This shit almost broke the earth.
That's pretty funny, man. Yo, Fifth of the North Star was crazy, Mundo. I love it. It's one of my faves, man.
Oh yeah, I recently watched that. I watched that like 4 months ago. I loved it.
What was the dude's name? Lord Janky? Like no one can get past Lord Janky or something like that. He was talking all the crap, and then like his head just blew up.
Oh my god, that dude that could like just blow up anything. He was so good at kung fu or something, right? He would like
Yeah,
punch
he had some crazy style. He had like nutso style. Do you remember the live action version? That was pretty crazy.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at the live action version.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
It was pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. That looked real crazy close up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to deliver these 2 new pages to you so you can get them colored up.
I don't remember hearing this ever.
This is like one of the days. Like I feel like it's not as cold as Albatross in my garage here.
Oh no, it's freezing in my place, man. My place is freezing.
I was just telling Ariel and Gina today that I just don't feel like it's been seasonable. I just like, where's the winter?
No. Yeah, it hasn't been.
I walk outside without a jacket every single day. Like that's how I go to work. I don't even grab a jacket. I don't even care. Like it's 45 degrees. It's like, what's going on? It's nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's pretty bugged out.
And like January over. I don't know. I expected something. And then Gina said, well, you're going to have February still. Okay. Like I hope something happens. I like to see a little action. People like running for cover and they go to the supermarket and they freak out and they buy everything. There's a super long line. Oh. What's that?
Gotta get some bread.
Yeah, they buy everything. It's gonna snowstorm for one day, and then like it just rains or something. But
yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Back in 2010, when it snowed like 4 feet here, I literally thought that, like that's how it was going to be. I was like, this is it. We got the snow blower. I got like a snow blower you practically ride on. More snow. Like my dad brought one over here. It's amazing. It's so big. Kev, it's like the size of a horse.
Jeez.
Like you hold the back of it. This thing does all the work.
That's
I
crazy.
never used it. It's brand new. It must be like an $850 snowblower.
That's
But
crazy.
that's the biggest deterrent you have against snow in New Jersey. If you buy the snowblower, forget it. It's not going to snow anymore.
That's funny.
I watched this thing on. They got Amazon Prime. They got a Chris Claremont special.
Yeah.
Emily must have I don't know. There was some kind of issue, I guess. Could have been scheduling. Could have been the fact that they kind of said in the documentary that they didn't get along a little bit. Jim Lee did not appear in the documentary, but Liefeld appeared. They had Louise Simonson. They had all these people that work with Chris Claremont. They had Chris Claremont. Talked about the Phoenix. They talked about the Dark Phoenix. They talked about X-Men. Talked about John Byrne, Stan Lee.
Lee had nothing to do with it?
Jim Lee was not in it. They mentioned him a couple times, like this superstar. And you know what they showed? They showed a couple scenes from comic book greats. That was the only footage they showed of Jim Lee. And it's because they were such hot artists that they basically took over, and Chris Claremont was like, what in the F? Like that whole X-Men #1 that we loved, Chris Claremont totally into that because it brought everyone back together, like the whole original X-Men team and everybody. And he had sent them apart for reasons, and he was trying to make Magneto a good guy, and then they came in and said, oh no, we're going to redo it like it used to be, where there's the regular X-Men and Magneto's the bad guy. He had spent 10 years putting Magneto in charge of the X school and everything else. It's crazy to hear all that behind the scenes stuff. You thought it was all honky-dory because they sold 4 million copies of that book.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He wasn't happy.
Whole just what you just said is just a whole different series. That's a total different ballgame.
Yeah.
Magneto's running the Academy?
That's how it was in, Uncanny X-Men, 230 to 250, 260, 280, 290. And then you remember they switched over X-Men #1. And in X-Men #1, Magneto, you remember the cover, he's the bad guy. But in the issue right before that, Chris Claremont was angling him to be his arc was that he was bad and now he's good. It took 30 years, but he did it, right? And then they're like, no. Jim Lee wants it the old way, so he's a famous guy here. So.
Oh, snap. That's crazy. So, what do you think about her face?
Oh, I really, really like it. As I was talking, I was looking at it. It's fantastic.
So that's her underneath that.
That's her, dude. That's her.
Nice.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice. So yeah,
pissed. Her whole family died in the war. God damn it.
Oh shit. Oh,
Appreciates what Quantum Heights did.
She's mad as hell about Quantum Heights.
She is not like them having 2 sons, boy. That's so funny because before you started drawing her, I was thinking also, I didn't even say anything to you. I was thinking Jaina Solo. And then you kind of made this character that looks kind of like Anya Solo.
I don't know
of that stuff because it's like all comic book garbage from Star Wars.
I don't want to say garbage, but you know. Yeah, no. This is a new one. I dig it.
A new pen or oh no, a new song. Okay. Yeah, it's like one of the reasons why I want to ink all these pages, in reality rather than on the iPad is because part of the reason is because I have all these fantastic pens that we got.
Yeah, I got some sick pens.
So that's like part of it. I got them all. They're brand new. I'm like, oh, I'm itching to try these out. And it's like, well, I don't know that we're going to do it by hand or not. So.
How the hell do you spell it? Hildebrand? Is it like BRANDT?
No, DE at the end. I think. I forgot how I spelled it. If I remember correctly, it was Hilde, HILDE, BRANDE.
Bernadette?
Yeah. And I want Kincaid here to look like a young Clint Eastwood.
Kincaid. Where's Kincaid?
Kincaid's right here.
All right.
I didn't really do him justice in this panel, but he needs more justice done.
Oh, good.
I think he's better here.
It's all good.
Kevin's the fixer.
Yeah.
He'll remove your zits out of your Photoshop picture, and he will even fix your comic book page. One of the things that kind of brought us renewed hope when we started this comic book was we saw the Todd McFarlane interview documentary. We found out that Todd McFarlane was a graphic designer, just like.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
So we were pretty amped, pretty pumped. That's just like a bit of info that I'll just keep in my brain, and I'll always think of it like that's a plus. Like, fuck yeah, that's a plus. To be a designer, to know the layout, like to know how to do a layout and stuff, that's a plus. I never thought of it that way.
Yes, he had a vision. He had vision. Oh yeah.
It's like whenever the song said cinematic, dramatic, or something like that, I would be like, oh, that might be for me.
That works. The same thing. I pick everything cinematic. Cinematic. Dr. Pimple Popper on paper. Dr. Pimple Popper on paper. Thanks, man.
I like the boots. I like the Hildebrand boots.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I always kind of imagine her with just like she's just got all black.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like the kind of black that, like that Marvel character that I said at the beginning that she reminds me of. I forget the name of this person. I think her name starts with an A, like Agent. I forget her name. She's kind of wearing all black, but it's like navy. It's like navy sometimes. You know, that's kind of how I see Hildebrand and all of Pikeburg. It's like the highlights are kind of navy, but basically they're wearing black, right? They're wearing black. But like in a comic book, you show that like the highlights are blue. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it's kind of like maybe her outfit's fine because she's like young and stuff like that. But like most people in Pikeburg would be like their clothes would be like effed up. Most of the lower all the people that aren't like directly working with Mackenzie.
Black Widow. She looks like Black Widow?
I think she looks properly like I don't know if she looks Spanish, but she just looks properly like not. I'm glad she doesn't look like white, you know. Kev, if you were saying something, you blanked out again. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying I wanted her to look like, you know, I didn't want her to have any like distinctive nationality. You know what I'm saying? Like right. I might paint her light green for all I know. I gave her white eyes, like crazy eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I think her eyes could be like Asian, or they could be something like Hispanic mixed with Asian. They could be anything. It could be exotic, whatever.
Yep. Oh yeah. Hey yeah. I keep trying to highlight Mundo's comments, and I forget I'm not like it's not my.
That's what I do on your stream sometimes. I think that I own the stream when I'm on yours.
That's funny.
Oh, your song's next.
Is it? I love that damn song. Oh man, what we in, like $1.40? I got like 10 minutes left in me, man. Ate a whole bag of spinach, bro.
You sound pretty strong tonight.
I'm good. My stomach is just is talking to me.
Oh, I see. Okay. We could wrap it up pretty soon, and we usually wrap it up when you're about done with your concept.
Yeah, good. Like this woke me up today.
That's looking cool. I think like Hildebrand is one of my favorite. You know, it's kind of funny that my favorite people are from Pikeburg. Why did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know why either.
I thought my favorite people were like Donovan and Dobbs, and then I'm like, wait, but I kind of like Mackenzie more.
They're kind of jerks.
Yeah, they're kind of jerks.
They're kind of jerks, man. They're dickheads. So yeah, man, this is She caught 6 bodies, man. She got 6 teardrops.
Yeah, I definitely saw those as like tattoos or something, but they could also be like little implants.
Yeah, it could be like poked. You know what I'm saying?
Like those could be like, you know how you were talking about frostbite?
Yeah.
Um,
Like she got a mask on or something.
Like what it could be is that like underneath the skin, it's like, you know, when you have a zit and the zit is up on the skin, but underneath they say is where it really is.
Oh.
So these things, it's like dot, dot, dot. It's like dot, dot, dot. But those are just like, there's wires under there that you're just seeing the tops of.
Okay.
Right. But that's like preventing her from, like, when she goes outside, maybe she's got a hood on. Maybe she doesn't need the face mask for 10 minutes because these, like, she's wired up.
Oh, all right.
It's like underneath the skin. It's kind of like Bomag's system was more older, but people now have like, it's like less apparent, right? So it's like they have the implants basically, like something that just kind of like, I think you could imagine how they would kind of get it in you is like they would like these wires would, you know what I mean, and kind of maybe
be heated up,
and they warm you almost as like if you had a heated driveway, there'd be like coils under there or something.
I like that. I think that could be a dope aesthetic too.
Yeah, because like whenever you draw that on those people, like in, let's say, the opening scene where some people have like glowy bits that hover, and also some people have like glowy bits that are just on their skin. Those glowy bits on their skin could just be the reveal of what's underneath the skin, which is some kind of hardware. There's a system of like an irrigation system under there, but just with like heat, you know, so that people can. And like I think I showed you the way that could be like in a Manfredo like look, but you were like, yo, the girl's like in a bikini. She can't be in a bikini, but maybe she can for a couple minutes with this system. I don't know, you know. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's like heating them.
The system could be a little different too.
Yeah, totally. I totally see it that way. That like nothing is standard. Everybody's dealing with like homegrown tech, like homemade tech.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of this too. Mundo says they could also serve as like an air intake if she gets choked. Because the first thing I thought of is probably what Mundo thought. I thought like when I saw it, I was like gills. Oh, they're gills. And so he thought the same thing. He's like, oh, they intake air. And then my second thought was, oh, maybe they, you know, are like wire system underneath that just show a little bit above the skin sometimes, like certain things would if there was an implant. Like I think in Beautiful Mind they kind of did it, but it was fake, right? But in Total Recall, didn't they do it where like he pulled something out of his skin?
Yeah. And the new one.
That's what I'm talking about, where it's like wires were in there, and it's like almost like what Beautiful Mind was looking for.
Yeah.
And he thought it was in there or whatever. I don't know if it really was or.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That type of stuff.
Hell yeah. All right, man. But yeah, I think it's a wrap for me, sir.
All right, Kev, thanks for doing this show. I really had a great time. I think we got a lot done with this.
You know what's funny? Every time I replay these things, I realize at the end, like when I'm drawing, I like fade off and I just keep drawing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, before I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and I gotta do that.
Like you say, you got to go, but then you just keep drawing.
No, like when I'm on camera, I'm always like trying to get last minute little details in.
Well, there was that one time where we did like the 20-minute, almost like a contest, or we did like a little race where we drew. So we could do that another time too, where that kind of reminds me of it, where you were trying to hurry up and get the last, or I was trying to hurry up and get the last bit of detail in, so I could get my idea across.
Cool. That was cool as hell.
Actually, Mundo, me too. I'm gonna go work on a saber too. I have a couple, and I'm like so close on just like finishing them. Crystal Focus 10s. I think that's what you're. Oh no, you're working with a Prism. Same thing, really. Crystal Focus 10 does the smooth swing. Prism still does the NeoPixel. Most of my sabers are Prism, to be quite honest. Actually, I don't have a CF10 saber, but I play with them because I make them for other people.
All right.
And I'll take a photo of mine too with the iPad. You know, the iPad photo comes out like really nice.
Comes out good.
That's how you kind of scanned in the other images.
Yeah.
Well, I liked what you said. You did it where you put it on a table.
On a flat table.
Same distance the whole way.
Yep.
All right. Well, we will do the next comic book creation live on Scott Cosme's channel, Kevin Cosme's channel on YouTube. It's going to be number 24, CBCL 24. Look out for that one. I think it's going to be Wednesday.
That can work. That can work. I
So
think we should have one of those draw offs again, man. That'd be fun.
On Wednesday?
Yeah. Come up with the characters. Bah!
I got a lot of ideas of what we could do. I got a lot of ideas for that. I actually already have some stuff started too in the like didn't we do now I remember my exact drawing. I was not happy with it because I felt like 20 minutes was not long enough, but maybe
it wasn't long enough.
Maybe if we did 60 minutes. We need to do 60 minutes, come out with something okay.
60 minutes is good because it gives you 20 minutes to mess up and get a new idea to do over.
So like I say, like if our show is like an hour and a half, hour 45 next time, we'll do 60 minutes of a draw off or something. We did Manfredo's last time, so I don't know what we'll do this time, but we'll do 60 minutes and then we'll do like the 45 minutes. Kev, hopefully your iPad, we can like play around with that color page. That was cool. I like seeing that progress of the color.
That'd be cool.
And then I want to try to get actually like a third episode in, starting now. It's only like another week of January. We're gonna need to do like a third episode every week if possible, especially because like the day after we do these, like I want to do it again. So I don't know, you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. We're going to try to get in like a third episode, which I'll bounce it back to my channel again. It'll be like episode number 25. We'll be back over here. Space Windu channel. Subscribe to us both. I'll put the links in the description and I will put all the previous shows, Albatross Junction, Comic Book Creation Live, number 1 through 22. Put the links there. You guys can check them out. And also go to albatrossjunction.com to get some more information about our book called Albatross Junction, which is displayed on the screen right here. Everything's in the snow. It's cold as can be. New Jersey is not. No matter how bad I want it to start snowing here.
You all good.
All right. Well, you go have a good night.
Mundo, have a good one, bro.
Mundo, thanks for joining us. And thanks for checking out this video. Come back to Kevin's channel on Wednesday.
Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs. Yo, we all good.